guys, it's Wags with Ironman 4x4. So you've got an Ironman winch, but you want to change the position of your clutch handle. That's called clocking your winch. So grab your instructions. There's a lot of really good detail stuff there, and I'll walk you through it. It's really easy. So grab a 6mm Allen, and we'll pull these 2 cap screws out. There's one. Bend that out of the way. All right. And then we want to be extra genteel. Cool. And then we're going to break this guy out just like that. Oh, it's like disarming a nuke. That was awesome. It's okay to disassemble this stuff with power tools, but when you put it back together, you do not want to be tightening it down that way. It is bad and can ruin things. Now grab a 3mm Allen, and we will pull all these guys out. All right, all 10 are loosened. Grab yourself a nice soft hammer or a dead blow hammer, and we need a little bit of help to break the seal loose. That's all it takes. So now we're going to turn it. And for me, that's 12 o'clock. For you, it might be around 6:15. You're late for dinner. Cool, line it back up. So the reason why I tapped it loose from the side and not straight up is because you want to break that tension on this gasket under here. So let me remove the cover plate. This right here is a nice soft nitrile gasket. This gasket here is what keeps your gear housing waterproof. So if you do happen to tear it, you need to apply silicone or some sort of sealant or replace the gasket. And now we can start to put our Allen heads back in. You grab yourself 3mm Allen wrench. We'll spin these guys down. Another little trick you can do is take a shop rag or a paper towel or a piece of garbage or something fairly clean, and wrap it around inside here, because you don't want these little washers to fall down in there. Because if they do, then you got to go get a magnet and get them out. Also, I'm really just finger tightening these, or not even finger tightening, just getting them down, because what we have to do is, once we're ready to tighten them, it's just like putting on an oil pan or a trans pan or a valve cover. You want to tighten in a star pattern so that the load is spread evenly across the entire mounting surface. All right, so we've got all of our little tin Allens finger tight down. We're going to pull this rag out of the way. And then as we tighten them down, when we loosened them, you kind of get a feel for how tight they were. We're going to start at the top. We're going to put about 5 to 8 foot-pounds on there. Feels good. So 12 o'clock's tightened. And anytime I tighten more than 5 bolts in a pattern, I forget. So I'm just going to mark it with a silver Sharpie so I know which ones I've tightened. We'll drop down to 6 o'clock. Again, it's not a ton of torque, but if you tighten in a star pattern, you'll spread the load evenly on the mounting surface. So we've gone here, here, we'll come up here, and the last one. Double check them. Yep. All right, we're ready to get this thing put back together. So straight up, top of the winch is right here. We're gonna come over the top. Nice and easy, because it's got to fit down over that seal. Sometimes you got to wiggle it back and forth just a little bit. And that was too cool for school. All right. We'll grab these number 6s. Line up this bar. Sometimes you got to flex these support bars just a little bit to get it to line up. Right on, tighten that down, and you have just reclocked your winch.